Hi everybody, Gabrielle here. I am back here to bring you a Divine Feminine reading for January 2020. I don't know. I wanted to see what the dates was like, so we're going to try it out this way. I put them out, You know how we do around these pots. Alright, Divine Feminine. So I did the same spread for you I did for Divine Masculine. 10 card spread. Around the world, so to speak. So currently, what's going on with you right now? Page of Swords, right? I kind of feel like, you see how the page is there with the little eye examining that sword? It's like waiting on communication or examining for some communication that came in. Like you going over that shit with a fine tooth comb. Look like, Interesting, my lovelies. I know. But mind your business. I don't want to do this. Anyway. There we go. Maybe you received communication that left you speechless, because that was like some serious dead air, wasn't it? It was like, you could hit, how Cat say you could hear a bitch nigga drop. Yeah, but that's not what this is. You just suspect. Like, I don't know. My word, what did you hear? Look how that hand back, like about to grab and clutch some invisible pearls and shit. What did you hear? Or you're apprehensive. Maybe different people. The varying of emotions right now. Apprehensive, shocked, nervous, curious for some. Maybe all of the above. But whatever this is, you suspicious like a mug. You feel it's like you heard one side, now you waiting on the other, or you looking for the other side of it, like searching for the truth within the communication or something like that. That's for some of y'all. Holy Spirit, do you care to elaborate on this? Page of Swords. I know what you heard. For some of y'all, this ain't everybody, but you know that. Look, 10 of Cups, Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups, 2 of Cups. I'm gonna make you my wife. That's what that is. You like, what? Damn. Isn't this sort of how Divine Masculine's reading went yesterday? I tried to space them just to see if we get different energies and shit, right? Just, make sure we wasn't clogging the stream and the feeds. But wow. Some of y'all did hear from your Divine Masculines over the holiday. Over the transition of the new year. Or you will. I feel like that happened. I feel like that page went down. Some communication went in. Or came in. Yeah. Feel like somebody came barging in and shit. Like straight barging in. Talking about all I do is think of you on 2 occasions. That's day and nights. That's all I do. I go for broke if only to be with you. Is that Babyface? Okay, I think that's Babyface. Okay. Like, that's a reconciliation. Look, Queen, Two of Cups. They like, Somebody like, I can't focus. I can't think. All I can do is think about this love, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. Is that my jadedness speaking? Sorry. Let me quit playing. I feel like this was a shock, too. I feel like this person real good at masking their emotions. Whomever you're dealing with, probably an air sign. Yep. I feel like this was a surprise left field, or there's a surprise coming in from left field. Yeah. This is what either this. I feel like this is happening, but for some of y'all, this is what's coming this month. Somebody gonna rush up on you, like they gonna bum rush you. Talk about, let's get together, yeah, yeah, yeah. We can have a grand old time. Yeah. What's that? The Parent Trap. That's the song from the Parent Trap. Okay, remember I'm talking about the one from the '60s or the '50s, not the Lindsay Lohan one. Yeah. Careful. Pages are children. Pages are children. I do feel like this is more communication than anything, but at the same time, somebody finally built up some courage. Courage the cowardly dog. Right. Jump from the page to the knight. The knight might be immature, but at least he about action, right? So someone divine feminine who has been very immature in their communication, or even you could be immature in your communication. Shit, who knows? Ain't nobody perfect. But whomever has finally, sorry, finally, like, I feel like they want to have even though this conversation looks like it's coming in very fast, I do feel like it will be rather mature. Either that or you and this person emotionally are on the same level, so regardless of how this appears to me, you two are equally paired and matched and yoked and shit, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I'm looking at the page in the night and I'm like, okay, well, somebody was indecisive, it looks as though. But, not anymore. Somebody's coming in fast. Hot light. Hot light is on. It's like Krispy Kreme and shit. I don't eat them donuts, but I remember the hot light. I'm weary about anything that has that sort of fervor. I know how that sounds, but it's true. Anything that everybody want, I don't want no parts of. That's why I still don't have a fucking iPhone to this day. Something just wrong with it. I'm not judging. I'm just saying all that money for shit you can't even use 100%. I don't think so. I'd rather learn shit and be, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Sorry. Anyway. This person is focused, divine feminine. They are. Like, they really do know what they want now. I don't know how you feel about that, but they know. They are solid this time. Even if it is a little obsessive. Can't help that. But they're obsessed on you. It doesn't look dangerous, I will say that, but it looks as though they're focused and they're just very intent this time. Like, no. I really do get this. This person wants a family with you. I know that's not for everybody, but maybe it is. Who knows? Maybe you already had a family. I don't know. But this is someone you dealt with. It feels as though. Or it could have been someone you dealt with briefly. You know, not all divine connections have had genuine relationships. Some of it has only been physical. Some of it has only been friends. You know what I mean? Some people have met in passing and kept distant relationships, like telephone, email, whatever. But not all relationships have evolved into something physical. But for whatever it means to you, this feels as though it's a coming together, a reconciliation between two parties. Excuse me. 2. Past influences. 10 of Swords. Now that could play out in many different ways, right? Betrayal, heartbreak, agony, deceit, you know, whatever you want to call that shit. It comes in so many forms. But in the love department, right? Man, I mean, like, let's really look at this 10 of Swords for a second, right? There's a sword coming through the foot, the forearm, right? The hand, through the heart, across the nose, through the throat. So let's just say, let's examine these swords. There was a relationship of some sort. You were in a different phase. I'm going to just start with that. I'm looking at the 2 moons. And it's like waning to waxing, waxing to waning. Different phase of life, okay? But this relationship did some serious damage, right? For some, it left you immobile. You weren't able to move, whether metaphorically or literally. It kept you from reaching. See the forearm can't extend. From reaching your full potential. It kept you from being able to receive vital information. It left you in a position where your pride was allowing you to make your decisions, cutting one's nose despite their face, right? And it left you in a position where you weren't even to speak your truth. The throat chakra is impaired. It left your heart wounded. That's a lot of damage. Not to mention a sensation of being trapped. Like, seriously trapped. Like, this is almost like an execution. Like a horrible show, right? Magician show that went terribly awry. And for my great trick, my greatest and grandest spectacle, right? It's like you volunteered to be put into this box, Divine Feminine, right? You volunteered yourself for this show, for this trick. You know, you're an audience member. You didn't think anything of it. You're like, oh, okay, sure, let's see what this is about. And you stepped in this box. And it sealed your fate, at least for a little bit. You know, they have those boxes where they saw people in half and they put the swords in. And, you know, it's a dimensional optical illusion or so you thought. And you got in this box for this trick. And boy, was it ever a trick, right? Fucked your whole head up. For some of you, I feel as though you got into a relationship I don't want to say too quick, but excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, I apologize. Y'all know what I'm doing. Yeah, sorry. Trying to get my train of thought back. It taught you a lot, though. Like, even though inside this box, these wounds, you couldn't see from the exterior that damage was really being done, right? Because, again, I feel like this was pride. I feel like you got yourselves into a situation that really wasn't any good from Jump Street, right? But things move pretty fast. Swords are not fire, but at the same time, that is pretty fast energy. I feel like this person said the right things, hit you with the bizzle, fizzle, whizzle, dizzle, and you know what I mean? And things went forward. But it was like, it's like you were trapped in your own personal hell. But it was like you signed up for it. Nobody can get you into a box that size without you volunteering for it. I'm sorry. You were knocked out or unconscious or something like that. Like either willingly or a kidnapping. Because that is a terrible predicament. But I feel like that trauma of those, you not picking up on the signs, and you know what I mean, like I don't know, it just feels a little PTSD, and I resonate with that. I sure do. You can be rendered impotent from the fear of repeating the failure because you missed it before. Like, look how the swords are right near the eye. Like, it was right in front of your face and you missed it. And you allowed all of this damage to occur to yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's what's happening. It's an allowing. You sat there for it. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. But there was lessons to be learned in it. I feel like it was part of your cosmic lesson. Part of you growing, you coming out of that old cycle, heading into a new phase. Alright, let's see if they want to tell us anything else about the Ten of Swords. Holy Spirit, is there any other information you wish to provide about the Ten of Swords here for collectives? Hermit comes out, right? Once again, I have the Hermit over here in the fourth position for secret desires and wishes, right? Part of your path, part of your journey. It was a great learning lesson. For some of you, it was to teach you how to be alone, but not feel alone. There was a lot of wisdom that was gained in this. Like, a lot of wisdom. But I also feel as though it neutralized your perceptions of people. And when I say that, you know how people can fall in love with potential? Not no more. I feel like that Ten of Swords with this Hermit, right? It puts you back into Grayscale. Right? And if y'all watch Game of Thrones, you know, Grayscale was that shit. They was like, ah! once you got it, you pretty much died because you started to look like a dragon, right? You scaled up and you crushed over, and it was just disgusting. And then, lo and behold, right, if you saw Game of Thrones, I forget his name, cute little chubby guy in the show, but he had such a good spirit to him. He came from a noble family, although he was nothing like his family. He was more of an academic, not a warrior. He wanted to study the scrolls in Hightower or whatever, wherever the place was. But either way, throughout the show, he finds his way there, and he befriends a man who is a patient and who has contracted Grayscale. And they're quarantined once you get this, right? Isolation. Hermit. Isolation. Quarantine. And so the guy is like pleading for help because he doesn't want to die like this. He's got a duty himself. He's pledged his loyalty and allegiance to the Dragon Queen. So all he wants to do is get back to her to prove his loyalty because he hurt her. He was disloyal in some way, shape, or form. I'm not giving away the show. You can go watch 8 seasons if you want. But in his heart, he knew he couldn't die like that. He couldn't leave her like that. He had to fix it. And then you have the young, I'm going to call him monk / scientist, right? Who was dealing with a woman who had a child ancestrally. Like, this kid just had a heart like you couldn't imagine. And he wasn't afraid to get in there and get dirt. And he wasn't afraid to, put on the armor of God, because in essence that's what he was doing. He was relying on his faith and following the instructions of those who had attempted the path before him, and paying very careful attention to what was written, to what was left, the clues, the breadcrumbs, so to speak. And he took on this task of removing this scabby, scaly, contagious layer from this guy. It was painful. Oh God, was it painful. And it was funny because from a scientific standpoint, the kid's like excited and shit, right? He was like over the moon, like, I want to try this shit. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go, right? That's that fool energy, right? Like, let's just do it. Fuck it. Like, I'm gonna try it. Let's do it. And then the guy who has to have his skin pretty much ripped off of him is like apprehensive. He's nervous, but at the same time, this call, this pull to fix it was so great that he was willing to endure anything. So he gave him a bite stick and said, listen, don't scream, because if they hear us, we're both in trouble. Ain't that messed up? And he takes a scalpel and he begins to like and flick. Oh my God, it was crazy. He's like that shit, right? Like, oh my gosh, it was crazy. But anyway, right? But that's what this is, divine feminine. This is fucked up. I'm in this category too with y'all. This is fucked up. We are now in the process of having the grayscale removed. The scab. The fucking scab's gotta come off, divine feminine. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. And what's crazy, right? You're ready for it to come off because everybody knows scabs itch. It's part of the healing, but it itches. It's driving you crazy. And you're like, okay, come on, get it off. And you're okay. And God's listening. They're listening. They're listening. I want you to know that. Right. The your heart, divine feminine. Your heart calls for something more. And look, a tag, I'm going to show y'all something, right? A tag from something I bought fell off. I don't know what item of clothing, but I just found it on the floor, right? And look what it says. Scorpio soul. I don't believe in accidents. I believe in coincidences. So for some divine feminines out there, I'm going to say there's a Scorpio sun that's going to say something big in January. Okay? For some, ooh. I don't like that. Alright, sidebar, divine feminines. Alright, for some of you divine feminines, I'm just going to say it because there's no easy way to say this. There is a pregnancy that is going to be lost. Yeah. You're not to worry about it. I know how that sounds, but I really do feel as though this is a level of divine intervention. Uh-huh. You weren't supposed to. This child was a trap. This was done on purpose. This is not for everybody, and you know this. You'll know exactly who you are. You might even, this might be with the Scorpio sun, masculine energy. Or you could be a Scorpio sun. Unfortunately, this, whatever's on your path coming towards you, this was not a part of it. And this is why this happened. And I'm going to need you to just make peace with it immediately, because it's not your fault. This is bigger than you, okay? You're supposed to be working and focus on something else that you're building, that you're just starting. And no, no, it would have had you dancing around like a puppet on a string for somebody, and no, all your new beginnings would have went with this kid. Like everything you wanted, wished for, worked for, yeah. And so I'm just going to need you to pray on it like you do. And know that this child is in heaven, or whatever you believe in, but the child rests with the Father. And when the time is right, you will be blessed once again with a child, okay? Yeah. Don't worry. It'll come back around, okay? Same energy, okay? I just need you to make peace with that immediately. It's going to happen. I'm so sorry. My heart goes out to you. It's not uncommon for people to miscarry. You're not even very far along in this pregnancy. This isn't even going to need to go to a physician, maybe to verify that you've miscarried, but you won't need any sort of assistance with this. I'm sorry. I am. But you need to focus on your path okay? Maybe this is a heads up for you, right? Because if this person shows up with this communication, right, that's got you looking at things, re-examining things, reconsidering things, I get that energy, right? And see, it ends with the Three of Cups up here. Listen, be careful. Please be careful. Don't let this person sing you a song about a family when you're just... Don't do it, okay? Not yet. That's what I'm getting. Not yet. Careful, okay? Pay attention to your ovulation schedule. Please. Because honestly, I feel like you can avoid this heartache. Because, again, you know better. That's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to move on. You know better. You've come a long way. You have wisdom, okay? That's a very, very smart energy, okay? Like, that's true. That's... You know how far on the path you got to get to the Hermit? Anyway. Subconscious influence. Two of Cups. See how she's holding her belly? See the wine? But these... And for those of you, don't allow other people to influence your decision making. If you're with child, right? Wow, okay. If you're with child and your instincts tell you that you shouldn't drink, right? That's common knowledge. But some cultures are like, oh, a glass of wine is fine. I'm going to need you to listen to your instincts. On some real sinister shit, y'all. You need to be real careful if you're pregnant. Feel like somebody could even give you something that may even try to cause you to miscarry. You need to be real careful. All because this person didn't... You look, before I say that, you see how the edge of his garment, right? See how it's wrapped around her foot, anchoring her? Didn't I tell you it was a tie down? You're smarter than this. You're smarter than this. And look, you see how her hair is all lit up? I feel like you might even get a chill or something. Like, you're going to, like, you know, you get like a cold chill. Like, this person going to give you something. You're going to be like, I don't know about that. This is dark, yo. See? Question everything, Divine Feminine. Right now, you need to question everything. Especially in the love department, if this is somebody coming back around. I mean, look. He don't even look healthy. Look how stark in contrast. Yeah, he might put on some thorough duds, you know what I mean? Try to make it look good. But this person, I don't think is healthy. They could just be spiritually sick, which is worse. You need to follow your gut. Feel like your gut's telling you something, Divine Feminine. You need to listen to it. You know what you want. You know that this person, if this is somebody from your past, that this person couldn't give you what you wanted. And I feel like your gut's telling you that it couldn't do it before. What's so different now? I feel like your gut's telling you energy shifted. Your gut's telling you a lot right now. Ill. That's been coming up heavy. All I'm going to say is blood magic. Now, I don't, listen, now men don't bleed, right? So who blood is he using? I mean, he can prick his finger, he can do all that, but that's not what this looked like to me here. Okay, so if this guy has recently, right, had a kid, I said, what came through my mind was that episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, when after Courtney or whomever had the baby, or the twins, or I don't know, whatever, and she took her placenta and had the chef dry it and incorporate it into food. That is trifling. Ill. So maybe this person is dealing with someone who has done something like that, and he is like swiping. Some of the, oh man, this is just foul what this is. I don't like this. This ain't for everybody, and you know what? Please, I pray God for nobody. Yeah, that's exactly what the heck that is. That's trifling. Or Divine Feminine, I pray God this ain't what you about to do to somebody. Don't do that. 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 Please, Lord Jesus, don't do that. Mm-mm. Don't do that. You know it's wrong. Don't, mm-mm. We done talked about this before. You're not gonna want the person that show up, I promise you. It ain't them. Mm-mm. You don't want somebody that way. Go watch the movie Practical Magic. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Mm-hmm. Secret desires and wishes. I just heard Michael Jackson. Just leave me alone. Oh. Just stop dragging me around. Mm-hmm. You just want to observe right now. You want to fall back and you want to observe. You want to watch, see what this person gonna do. But for right now, honestly and true, you just want to chill. You want some peace, some quiet, some solitude. For some of you, you want to spend time with your children alone. If you haven't been able to for whatever reason, like you're in a very reflective space. But the ironic part, yeah, a lot of y'all, you don't even want to be with nobody. You want to just continue on your path undisturbed. I don't think that's the right choice 100%. I feel like that could be no good all this time alone. Um, oh, I ain't getting it. And for some of y'all, right, you, I hear Donna Summer, hot love, baby, this evening. I want some hot love, baby, tonight. Hmm. Drinking and smoking too much. Double like you got a big ass joint. Look at that. Don't be a slave to your vices. Careful. Careful. Don't fuck around and be lonely and shit, right? Be on one night. Go out because you fucked up. You feeling lonely and shit. And you fuck around, get knocked up. You better be careful. And be by yourself, freaking the fuck out, looking at this kid like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with you? Better be careful. Interesting. Hidden forces. It's the Four of Swords. Hidden forces. The Four of Swords is a Junior Hermit card. That's why I'm laughing, right? Oh. I almost feel like the universe is draining some energy from you, right? To keep you in isolation still. to keep you home, keep you recovering. I do. I think the fact that your mind, right, for a lot of you right now, you can't turn it off. It's like you cannot turn it off. Hermit and the Four of Swords next to each other, that's wild, because it's like, I've been thinking and thinking and thinking some more and thinking some more. I think you're just, the fact that you're so mentally exhausted right now, that's working in your favor to keep this energy from popping up. It's got you thinking about everything. It's got you really, 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 really thinking about what romantic love really means. What love really means. In a very sort of grounded, protective, nurturing, replenishing sort of way. Like, that's what I'm getting. And it's like in this place, right? In this stance. They're slowly putting to rest the pain of the heartbreak, giving opportunity and space for new love to grow. Because, you know, you can cut segments in a rose stem and plant them and grow new rose bushes, right? You don't actually need a seed. You just need a piece. See how small that little tip is there? Can y'all see that? Without me picking them up? No, probably not. Just a tiny little, that's all you need. A little bit. It's like the mustard seed. Making room for the mustard seed. Growing the mustard seed. Warming the earth for the seed so it can germinate. Events yet to come. We have the Three of Pentacles, Divine Feminine. For some of you, this is a new job coming through. For some of you, this is a new creative project, a collaborative one, working with other people, of course, you know. All very talented people in their respective fields. A mason, an artist, and a painter. Like, when I say artist, meaning like, you have like an ideas person, you know what I mean? Some people, they have the ideas. And some people have the know-how to make those ideas happen, like come to life. Excuse me. And then you have, right, It looks like this little divine helper keeping you to focus and busy. Like the helper is their source of inspiration, and it helps this person stay motivated to push out their design, but it's all part of a master plan. A new job, a collaboration, a coming together, a real one, solid. For some of you, this could even be like, it feels like two schools of thought coming together. Like two people from very different backgrounds, very different philosophical backgrounds, and that's a confirmation. That's pushing through. Okay, I checked the time. Wow. All right. In your surrounding environment, divine feminine is the moon. Bitch, I bet there is some shit you don't know, right? Who don't know stuff? But nah, like, Holy Spirit, can we have clarifiers, please? I'm starting to resent this card. Cause it's a different type of star card for me. It's like real destiny, like the shit that is beyond even your knowing. It's the shit it's your path and your purpose. You know, by the time somebody writes their biography, they've accomplished some shit. I don't know how old you are, but it's not even relevant. This is the shit you were put here to do. Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, Six of Swords, King of Wands. Oh. Oh, okay. For some of you, this is that collaboration I was seeing. It could even be with a Capricorn. It could be. But, boo-boo. On your path, right? Part of the divine plan for you. See this? I ain't even gonna fight it. You know we hear about love. Quit playing. God is giving you more than you could ever imagine. He's about to run you right into someone on some high level, high vibing, ascended love. Someone truly vibrating where you are. I feel like you're about to come out this Queen of Swords energy too. I do. I feel like you about to be in some the Queen of Wands energy. She's like peeking everywhere. Like you're just waiting on the right opportunity to show. You know what I mean? Not everybody's deserving. That's what I get. You about to run smack dead into somebody on your path. But this person has been looking at you the whole time. That's what you don't know. This person has been watching you. This could be somebody completely new. And that's really what I'm getting now at this point in the read. This is somebody new, babe. Even though I think this person back here was trying to get in your head, trying to trick you up, trying to hold you up, delay you, like really fuck up your path. Like I'm telling you, people be in your business. People be in your business. People get readings on others all the fucking time. No tea, no shade. But my point is, if you know people in your business, game peep game, spot that shit at 100 paces. Like, you want to play with people, play with them, but know what you're doing, you know? And that's not how that was. It was like that. This is chess, not checkers. Don't act naive when you're not naive unless that's part of your game plan. But don't get delayed by that bullshit back there by any means necessary. No. They had their chance, right? Right. Are you a new soul or are you an old soul? Let's see. The influences of others. That's me. I'm telling you right now, I know that's me. That's my energy coming through right here because I'm encouraging you to take a new path, to take the risk, take the push from the divine. Not what I'm saying, because I know you're getting these clues all around you, signs, symbols, synchronicities. I know you're getting them on your own. I don't know what you asking for, but I know you're getting them. You're like, okay, let me see this, and then bam. And then there's some stuff you know because you learned some shit, and you looking around like, oh, damn, I'm seeing that again, I'm seeing that again, I'm seeing that again. Repeating numbers and shit. You know what I'm talking about. I'm asking you, look, there's a lot of cards of enlightenment, reflection, and all that, healing. I'm asking you to reflect. You see how still that water is? See how calm it is? See people biting at your fucking ankles? Why you want to deal with people that just want to bring you down? Like, for real. What you scratching your head for? What you playing with the help for? Sometimes all we need is a little encouragement to make better choices for ourselves. That's how you know you ain't got the right fucking people in your corner. You be looking like, damn, I can't even talk to them about that. Why? That's how I know if you can stay or if you can go. If I can't come to you and talk to you, guess the fuck what? There's a reason why I don't fucking call. It's not because I just want to hear what I want to hear, no. But if all you ever got to say is something negative, then you got to fucking go. And there's a reason why I don't call. Or return calls or any of that shit. I just be like, I don't deal. I'm not the person you fucking bitch to. You take your problems to God. I'll be the voice of reason, no problem. But I'm not going to tell you can't accomplish. I'm just going to tell you all the little minute fucking details that you need to get done to get to your goal, which people don't like to hear. But that's not the same thing as being negative. That's just pointing out the details. And that's why people like me fucking exist, to help people figure out the details. But if you can't go to your ace boon coon with some shit, that ain't your ace boon coon. You need a new one. Don't have a friend of me in your fucking corner. Put him in a fucking Pokemon ball. Another one captured. Anyway, I digress. Fool. Influence of others. Could be an Aries. Could be an Aquarius. They like, go. Do what's best for you. Run. Not run, but you know what I mean? Do what's best for you. And then look. Spiritual forces. The Hierophant. God's telling you the same thing. Look at that. God's like, listen. My child. See how you tucked in his pocket? It's all been laid out for you. Black and white. It's laid out for you. All you got to do is get on the boat. No, for real. Get on the boat, Divine Feminine. Don't make sense. What's the delay? Go. Boo-boo. Final outcome. Happiness, togetherness, celebration. Look at that divine cup of love. Look how you pouring it out on yourself. Look. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, the baker, what is it, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. It sounds like you about to be lined up with a brand new bunch of people. Look at that. Not a third party, new collaboration, true friendships, true connections, true bonds. New people on your path. Good people on your path. People that's going to uplift you, support you, love you, nurture you, keep you centered. People who seem to know how to make a great situation out of something that may not be so great. You know what I mean? Like, you need people like that who, like, okay, cool, we can make the best. People who don't bring you down is my point. You off the great things, Divine Feminine. You truly are. January 2020. Don't get sidetracked by a motherfucker who already hurt you. Okay? Love y'all. You can find me at intuitivedownloads19@gmail.com or Tell All Your Business Tarot here on YouTube, Busy Bee Digital on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you for your private bookings and your donations. They are greatly appreciated. If you made it this far, hit that thumbs up, that like button, subscribe, and the notification bell. Bye, lovelies.